It is no secret that Kamal and I have become fast friends in Ottawa, and I don't think I could have done this job without her. And luckily, we became seatmates in the last little bit of Parliament, and my mom would often text us because we were usually in the shot behind the Prime Minister, and my mom would text me and say, "Stop giggling with Kamal. We can see you." But no, I'm so happy to be here because Kamal is not only an incredible friend, she is an incredible MP. And although I am older than Kamal, she has been somebody that I truly look up to. Her passion, her commitment, and her fight is so impressive to me. It is something that she inspires me every single day. And it's because of all of you. It's because when she was sent to Ottawa in 2015, she knew she was there to represent the people of Brampton West. And she has done an incredible job for the last 4 years. And we need to make sure that Kamal Khera is returned to Ottawa this year and this October. She is an incredible fighter and somebody that you're always going to be able to count on. So we need all of you for the next 44 days to get out there and knock on doors for Kamal. Make sure she is returned to Ottawa so that she can fight for all of you. She has been so dedicated, and I can't wait to see the bright future she has here in the riding of Brampton West and in Ottawa. And so, as much as I could go on and on and on about Kamal, I'm actually here to introduce Minister Navdeep Bains. I always call him Nav, it's so weird for me to call you Minister, but Nav has been a mentor to me. He's one of the people that talked me into running myself. Yes, we've talked about Twitter. And Nav has been an incredible representative in Ontario and across this country. Frankly, Nav has been instrumental in working with the Prime Minister to ensure that we have a parliament that is diverse. And I know that a lot of that credit goes to Nav to finding incredible candidates. I know he needs very little introduction here, but it is a great pleasure to introduce my friend and incredible colleague, Navdeep Bains.
Well, thank you very, very much. Can we please get a round of applause for Jennifer, who's come all the way from Pickering to support her friend Kamal. She's an outstanding parliamentarian, and I'm not surprised she's done well at the federal level. She had a distinguished career as a regional councillor, and she stepped up in a big way now as the parliamentary secretary to the Minister of Finance, responsible for youth and making sure that our young people can really achieve their potential. And she's done a tremendous job when it comes to making education more affordable in our post-secondary institutions, when it comes to making sure that young people can purchase homes and the first home buyers plan. This is really a byproduct of her hard work and her leadership. So thank you very much, Jenna, for being here. So I've got a very cool task. I get to introduce a guest of honor today. She really doesn't need an introduction, but I think it's important to paint a picture of who she is. Many of you know her. You've worked with her. You've seen her in action. She's probably done more door knocking than all of us combined. She's out there engaging with Bramptonians every single day. But she embodies the Canadian dream. She embodies that immigrant experience. Coming here at a very young age, Kamal worked hard, went to school here, went to York University, by the way, an incredible institution. That's where I met my wife, Brumjot, so I'm a big fan of York University. And she studied and she became a nurse. And then at a very young age, at the age of 26, she decided she was going to give back to her community, to her country. And you know, people questioned this young dynamic lady, would she succeed in politics? And she not only succeeded in politics, but she's exceeded every single expectation. I vividly recall 5 years ago when we met up at a local coffee store, and she said, I'm interested in giving back. And I said, are you willing to work hard? She goes, absolutely. And I go, you know, there's a lot of travel, a lot of commitment in Ottawa. And when she got there, not only did she do really well, but the Prime Minister recognized that and made her the parliamentary secretary responsible for health. And she used her experiences as a nurse to advance our government's agenda on improving our healthcare system. And then she realized that, you know what, she wants to create a fair society, a society where everyone has a chance to succeed. And she was given additional responsibilities and made the parliamentary secretary for the Minister of Revenue to make sure that large companies, people that are trying to cheat the system, don't get to do so, and that people play by the rules. And then most recently, she's now been appointed the Parliamentary Secretary for International Development. All that is to say that in the span of 4 years, she's taken on these roles because the Prime Minister has confidence in her. We as colleagues have seen her kick some butt in the House of Commons when she responds to the opposition's silly allegations. She's a very effective communicator, but more importantly, she's an incredible local champion for Brampton. She's led the charge for the city when it comes to housing and transit and innovation, when it comes to jobs and investing in young people. So ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to introduce our candidate for Brampton West, our Member of Parliament for Brampton West, and I'm confident come October 21st, she'll continue to be the Member of Parliament for Brampton West, Kamal.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Nav, Jennifer, and of course, Kamal, our incredible volunteer, for that really great, kind introduction. And I just want to say, a lot of you know Nav. I'm sure way before I got to know Nav. He's not someone new to the community. He's truly been a community leader. He's not just a member of parliament for Mississauga Malton. He is the Minister, of course, of Innovation, has led Canada into what we see today, the job growth that we see today. But what you might not know is the fact that in 2015, when so many of us got elected, he was someone that has been there for all of us. I can personally say he's been there for me as a mentor, as an advisor, as someone that I look up to, someone that I looked up to when I decided to enter politics. So Nav, you've been truly an inspiration. I couldn't have wanted anyone else than you to be, of course, introducing me today. So thank you so much for being here. And of course, I could say the same thing for Jen. Jennifer, I got to know Jennifer when I was in, I think it was the second year when I was appointed Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of National Revenue. And I got to sit on Finance Committee, the Parliamentary Finance Committee. And that's when I saw Jennifer. She was the only woman in that committee, and she kicked some butt. Yeah. She really did, and she not just held the opposition members of parliament to account, but she truly showed me what it means to have more women in politics. That's what it meant, because I saw how much she gave. So not only are we teammates, not only are we good friends, but thank you, Jennifer, for all that you do and for coming all the way from Pickering, Uxbridge. It means a lot to me, so thank you very much. And as you can see, we're a very close-knit family. Our team Trudeau is here, our team Brampton is here, and we've been able to do the work which we talked about. Whether it is introducing middle-class tax cut, one of the first things that we did as a government, or introducing Canada Child Benefit. That's helping 9 out of 10 Canadian families. And I can tell you right here in Brampton West, we have some of the youngest populations, so I know the impact that Canada Child Benefit has had on our community right here in Brampton West.
Kamal, khera.
When it comes to ensuring, people talk about